Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Virgo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. If you are a continued subby, you know I love you for it. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, you have the Empress card. So what new paths are you ready to tread? More importantly, what new seeds are you ready to plant? There's something this week that you are passionate about bringing into the forefront, but it's like you realize it's just at the preliminary stages. There's a strong sense this week with the Empress. You are ready to not just beautify something, but you're ready to really make something the best that it can be. Like there's a sense here with this Empress card that you are ready to make something as fruitful and abundant as it can possibly be in your life. And in some way, shape or form, she's influencing all of these sectors. There are seeds and moments and potentials of abundance, and more importantly, of true moments and experiences of beauty here. How you tap into it is obviously going to be all up to you. For your actions and options this week, you have the Nine of Swords. So give some time and energy to your rest time. If you are having challenges or troubles with your sleeping this week, it would definitely not surprise me, especially with the Nine of Swords in your actions and options. The reason I say this, because the Nine of Swords can very often literally mean things that happen at night. One of the ways that you can alleviate this is, if it's possible where you are and you have at least a little bit of warmer weather, spend some time outside in the evening, all right? Before you go to bed, maybe hang out on your balcony for half an hour, or go for a walk in your, your locality, safely, of course, please. But yeah, this, that would be a really good way to tap into the energy. And if you are anything like me, like, getting your toes in the grass or in the sand in some way, shape or form is so healing and so good for you. Now, in terms of what you are ready to do, we're back to the workaholic tendencies, Virgo. It does look like the Nine of Swords can sometimes see you working late into the night as well. So yes, absolutely chase whatever it is that you're trying to create, make it as fruitful and as abundant as possible, but do remember that you need some separation as well. For your communications and conversations, you have the Two of Cups. This is beautiful. This is great communication. It's loving communication. This is real support from your friends, from your family, from your peers, from your colleagues. There's a really strong sense this week that not only is communication good, but you are in a place where people are receiving you, your words, the things that you request from people. If you have any requests this week, if you have any requests, this week would be a really good week to put them in. The Two of Cups suggests that communication is easy for you. There's a sense here that people are receiving your requests. Maybe you're not asking them anything different than what you have previously. It's just that this week the energy is with you. I love this, especially if you are appealing to working with or alongside women in any way, shape or form. This bodes very, very well for you. For those of you that work for somebody else, the Two of Cups is nice. This week you are going to have either a collaborator or a work buddy of some sort. There's a strong sense that this week, something that you're trying to get off the ground or work on, you're not alone. You have support, you have friendship, you have input coming from an external source. And this is somebody that's really got your best interests at heart as well, which I love. For those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, etc. Again, this is just a really great, yeah, this is just a this is a really great tie. This is you know, maybe somebody's making a request of you, and because of where you're at, you are more acquiescing this week. It's like, yes, no, I actually have the time to put in for this, or you know what, I'd really like to support you with that. It's like you're being supported and you're doing the supporting, and whatever it is that comes up this week, it's through the guise of the Empress, which means it has a potential to be lucrative. So pay attention to where those requests come in this week. For your for those of you that are retired or no longer working, just a much easier, much smoother week of it. Sleep maybe, you know, a little bit disrupted, but certainly where your interpersonal relationships and connections are coming up, things are easy, things are smooth. And not only that as well, that whole thing that I said to you last week about playing the supporting role, it's like this week the rewards from that show up. So where it is that you've been there for others, this week you're going to see, like, you know, all of that good energy and good juju is coming straight back at you. For your money and materials, you have the Page of Cups. This is you paying a lot of attention to an idea that you have, maybe a project that you have, something that you're putting out into the world, an extra way to make money, you know, something that's kind of like your baby is doing really, really well this week. It's coupled with the Two of Cups, which suggests as well there's a lot of people that want to get on this train with you. So whatever it is that you do, you might have, you might end up with a waiting list. You know, if you sell products as well, this is a great week for you. Anybody that is a Virgo that works in the beauty industry or has an online store or sells physical products, you're going to see a huge spike in this week. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this week, weird message, I know, but this week it's likely not to be you. It's likely not to be your health that you need to look after. It will be that of your pets. If you don't have any pets, it's likely to be your children. If you don't have any children, then this is obviously you. And I would say, you know, if we're looking at a physical part of the body, you would be looking at your toes, feet, ankles, and your lymphatic system. But to be honest with you, I think if anything, it's probably going to be clumsy accidents because you're tired. I don't see it being anything really detrimental. And then for your home and environment, well, you could do worse than the Page of Cups. Best way to do this, especially with the Empress here, select few of you, there is pregnancy energy around, so just be aware. But outside of that, what I really like about this for you guys, it's a sense that when it comes to the home, it's just warm. It's just, you know, like that energy that you just feel in the heart space. There's certain people's homes that you go to and you're just like, I'm not leaving here. Just put me in the corner, bring me some water every so often, I will be fine. You know, like there's just a really strong sense that wherever you are this week, the vibe is warm, it's loving, and it also suggests as well that this week will be a very creative week for you. If you feel to pick up the pen, if you feel to write, if you feel to draw, if you feel to paint, shit, even if you feel to bloody sing, do it. This would be the week where the energy is so warm, it's so elevated. Tap into that and make more of it. You know, singing, believe it or not, whether you're good at it or not, you know, we're not all Beyonce. You know, all jokes aside, but singing is a really powerful and really beautiful way to elevate the energy around you. Sound carries energies, you know. So for your love and relations, you have the Queen of Swords. So for those of you that are in relationships, something that you and your partner are passionate about, are willing or wanting to fight for, this week you could initiate that. Maybe it's a charity project, maybe it is something that you want to do pro bono, maybe it's something that you just feel you want to donate your time to. This week there's a strong sense that you guys are doing something together, like there's a common cause that you're fighting for. For those of you that are single, this week you could be meeting somebody actually, but the chances are this person, there's going to be some really good banter, like to the point where, if you know, to the outside it might be like, wow, they're really going at each other, but to you guys there's going to be like, you know, that little glint in the eye, yeah, you know, I know you can give it, but I can give it back too. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a strong sense of really potentially harsh words, but like they're coming from a place of you know, like, I think it's one of those things, you know, like when someone rubs you the wrong way, and they rub you the wrong way because deep down you don't want to admit that you like them, and vice versa. Definitely a possibility here for those of you that are single. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.